All right, very good day to you folks here on SpeedGaming. Welcome to the Metroid Prime Randomizer Weekly Community Race. We have got a good one for you today, folks. We got our odd weekly settings, and today on Restream we have Gollop versus Baja Blood. I'm Captain MD13, and on tracking tonight we've got Op82. So we hope to have you folks. We hope you folks enjoy the festivities today. It is our odd weekly settings, so which means landing site start, no random elevators, your usual 6 artifacts, phase-on suit hunt, most likely delight. But yes, folks, Gollop and Baja Blood both absolute masters of their craft when it comes to Prime Rando. We are playing on 4.2.1, which we may see one new feature of that implemented today, but that's still, I think, up to the runner. No TGC, Baja's not tracking and racing. Baja Blood actually made an entry at the last second here. Originally, we were going to have Gollop versus Mighty Caesar, but Mighty Caesar had to bow out. So Baja Blood elected to take the place. So for that reason, that being said, rather, the race room has begun, and we will get things going. Just getting my notes moved over for things. Hopefully we get early missiles, so after landing site we go straight for Artifact Temple. It looks like we have some minor color customization rather for Baja Blood. Decided to go for a little more of a darker blue. My favorite color, personally. And we get Gollop nailing the SJF to pick up Missile Launcher in Alcove. Perfectly logical, SJF is now in logic in this difficulty. There haven't been any major logic changes in 4.2.1 as far as that's concerned. We did see a grapple beam there under the ship, and we're going to get immediate checks for hints from Gollop. I would assume Baja Blood is going to follow suit here. Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, we're going to get our look at the item in Artifact Temple here, and it is... Lean's head, like it will help, extra missiles. I'm trying to lean my head to the right to see if I can see past the column. But we're going to get our 6 artifact hints. And it looks like we're not going to see our hints checked right away. Runners tend to avoid checking hints immediately until after some decision has to be made when it comes to routing. So we're probably not going to see hints right away. If we do, we'll see them in this corridor right here. Oh, Baja is giving us our hints. We have got Security Cave, Sun Chamber. Already got to go Flight Flagra. Good start. Control Tower, Shore Tunnel... Research Lab Hydra, so we absolutely need super missiles. Did I miss one? Gravity Chamber. Okay, thank you, chat. So, a sizable chunk of them are in Fendrana. Nothing in mines, interestingly. All right, Gollop took excuse me, quick trip to Transport Tunnel B, picked up a missile tank. Baja Blood will do the same. Not a bad idea to get this check out of the way, just because it is in logic, therefore, if the logic says progression could be somewhere, it can be there. But it looks like Gollop is going to have the lead going into Chozo. All right, we're going to have our first look at Main Plaza here. Main Plaza tends to be quite the interesting spot with 4 items in play, one of which we can't see quite yet, unless, of course, it's glowing like a Christmas tree, in which case it's main power bombs. Which it is not, by the looks of it. We got an energy tank at Grapple Ledge. Looked like a power bomb expansion at in the half pipe. And what have we got in Shrine? Honestly, I still couldn't tell at this resolution. It looked like more missiles. Gollop not slightly bothered by scarabs. And I just blinked and missed what was on Fault Ledge. Alright, we're having our nursery check here. And it is... Oh, Gollop's going to take a safety save first here, just to get a health refill. Chat's saying Vault Ledge was missiles. Thank you, chat. No idea what was in nursery, though. I didn't see it. Alright, another missile in gallery. Alright, so far, Chozo Ruins seem to have nothing but missiles. Nursery was missiles. Well, thank you all. Alright, so our runners are going to be going through Chozo with about 25 missiles. That's not a bad amount of ammo to start things off here. And there's Morph Ball right at Hive Mecham. Alright, Morph Ball gives us the... Morph Ball itself actually only gives us Grapple Beam. And Frigate Crash Site, that's about it. Which, in fact, Grapple Beam gives us Frigate Crash Site, in logic, no less. So we might actually have to do a bit of a backtrack here. Go get Grapple Beam and go to Frigate Crash Site. Unless it's, of course, bombs on Zoid. We do have Watery Hall access. And what does that involve? More missiles. But now Baja's going to go ahead and check Shrine. So, one of every expansion in Main Plaza today. Alright, at this point, yeah, with Shrine having nothing, the only items left in play are Watery Hall and Grapple Beam to Frigate Crash Site, so not a tremendously large number of options here. Pretty isolated start. Baja Blood's going to go ahead and move ahead while Gollop takes another... takes a warp to start here. This is going to be to pick up Grapple Beam and check that Frigate Crash Site. Looks like that was another missile in Fountain. And yet we're going to immediately get that Frigate Crash side play from Gollop. It is possible for progression to be in both directions, but given that Morph Ball locks pretty much only Grapple Beam, it's fairly likely we'll see something here in Frigate Crash site. Ooh, just barely caught that. Nicely done, and the item in... Oops, Gollop was a bit too far to the left, question mark? Nope, farther right. And it looks like it's a suit, question mark? Yep, Varia. So, and Baja just warped to start as well, so... Alright, so we have Varia Suit, we have Morph Ball, but no bombs. So the only thing that Varia Suit really does for us at this moment is Lava Lake. We could also go to Transport Tunnel B and do a couple of things there, too. We can check... We can't check Transport Tunnel A. We can check Storage Cavern. So yeah, we still can't get into Phendrana without bombs. So yeah, we're still kind of starved for options here. Oh, looks like Baja decided to add a bit more of a pearl coloring to the suit. But yeah, unfortunately, Varia by itself doesn't really open up a tremendous amount of checks. We still need bombs, or Space Jump would be nice, but bombs is going to be the real seat opener. But yeah, let me think. From here, we can check Lower Fiery Shores. We can peek Shore Tunnel. And we're going to see some divergence here with Gollop doing the Magmore play and Baja Blood returning to Chozo, probably to go for Watery Hall. And let's see what's up top here. It is more missiles. Alright, yeah, it looks like Baja's interested in going straight to Lava Lake here. If it turns out Lava Lake is junk, then Baja can just save warp out of there. Oh yeah, we already knew an artifact was in Shore Tunnel. Yeah, this is a tough play, because in both cases, there's not a whole lot of checks open. Triclops Pit, good luck trying to do that without Space Jump, and Lava Lake is also just one item, so either way, this is going to be a pretty rough... Oh dear. Oh dear. Gollop taking a bit of an unintended lava bath, and definitely almost took a KO there. But we are going to see that Storage Cavern play now. It's a shame with Grapple, both runners could have gotten the Energy Tank and Grapple Edge. Yeah, Gollop has to be real careful because they have no defensive utilities against these Triclops. Alright, we got a moment of truth here. Which one was the play? Is it Storage Cavern or Lava Lake? It is Storage Cavern, as it has another suit, and it is Gravity. Oh, it's Gravity. Well, Gollop better hope they find Space Jump soon, otherwise they won't be able to pick up the item in Watery Hall. I don't think Gravity by itself gives us anything at the moment, so I think Lava Lake If Lava Lake's not the play, then it was back in Chozo and we have to go for Vanilla Zoid or Watery Hall. And it looks like Wave Beam in Lava Lake, so I would say Baja definitely made the better play, because with Wave, Grapple, and there's only that gives us Training Chamber access. A Power Bomb would let us check Magma Pool. So it looks like, from the looks of things, Baja made the better play for now. Gravity Suit is nice, but again, we probably won't need that right now. Unless, of course, Biohazard Containment has Phazon Suit. So now the next major question is where's another Power Bomb we can get? Right now, we can't get the one in the half pipe. We need either Boost Ball or Space Jump. Yeah. Right now, pretty much the only thing Gollop has going for that Gravity Suit is the additional 10%, the additional 10% defense boost. Which, especially considering that they almost took a death earlier, yeah, we don't want that. We'll see what Baja Blood decides to do next here. But at this point, I think Stay in Chozo is probably the better play. And another advantage Baja has here is that with Wave Beam in tow, he could check Tower Chamber. Now, I don't believe it's in Logic until we get either Space Jump or Spider Plus Boost. But without Gravity Suit, you can get the item in Tower Chamber NSJ. The same goes for Watery Hall, the underwater item. Without Gravity Suit, you can't get it without Space... Or with Gravity Suit, you can't get it without Space Jump. To clarify chat about suit defense, we have the suit defense set to cumulative, so based on the number of suits each runner has, that's the amount of resistance they get. For one suit, it's 10%, for two suits, it's 20%, for three suits, it's 50%. So Gollop has 20%, while Baja has 10%. Unfortunately, we will not get to see what's in here, but we will get to see Training Chamber access, which, if we're lucky, it might be a Power Bomb. Nope, it's regular bombs, locked by Wave Beam. And I couldn't see what that was in Training Chamber. I think that might have been a Notroid. And chat's confirming it was nothing. Thank you, chat. So, yep, Lava Lake was the play. So with bombs, we can now check Zoid, every item in, we can go check Gathering Hall, we can check Lower Dynamo. Yeah, there's a lot open in Chozo, but only Chozo. We're still kind of... Actually, with bombs, we now have access to... Baja Blood can make that Gravity Suit pick up a bit easier, and also has Phendrana access. Not great Phendrana access, but Phendrana access nonetheless. And with Wave in tow, I think right now the farthest away Space Jump can be now is Ruined Courtyard, if Spider Ball shows up. Yeah, we call the to answer a question, chat. We call the items that are not the nothing items Notroids. because they have a sort of glitchy Metroid texture for now. They used to be glitch suit textures, but I prefer the Notroids, quite frankly. That would be super missiles in Watery Hall. Baja Blood will go back for those in a minute. But Gollop, on the other hand, not too far behind picking up those supers. And Flamethrower right behind in lower Dynamo. Thanks, game. We get the best missiles, and then we get the worst missiles. Nothing like a little bit of comedy to go with your Sunday. But yeah, this is actually a very dangerous check Baja Blood's going to be making right now. But it's nothing in lower Watery Hall, so... I would wager that this would be the likely time Baja Blood or anybody is going to try and route in that energy tank that we saw earlier on Grapple Ledge. No drops from 5 Shriek Bats. Thanks, Prime 1 drop system. Oop, Baja got blast capped there a bit. Alright, so without bombs, Gollop is not going to be led into that flamethrower until Spider Ball shows up, most likely. And Baja Blood is going to go and check Zoid. Ooh, got a lucky 20 drop there. But at this point, Gollop is going to have to make their way down to Lava Lake after checking the tree here, which has even more missiles. So yeah, Baja Blood's going to have a bit of time here to deal with Zoid while Gollop makes this run to Lava Lake to pick up Wave and then Bombs. Meanwhile, we'll have to see how nice the Zoid RNG is. We do now have an option. There's another Notroid. Baja just going to take the extra health refill. Alright, so far we're kind of batting pretty low on extra progression here. I think this is the last hit, though, so if Baja Blood gets good RNG on this last phase here, then it's going to be a pretty good Zoid. Yeah, that was a pretty decent Zoid from Baja Blood. Even more missiles. So our progression is in Magmore. Or it's on Plant, and the artifact is on Ghosts. We do already have super missiles, so the only thing stopping us from Ghosts in Logic is Spider Ball. We can also check Lower Furnace, yeah. Unfortunately, Gollop choosing to make their way to Zoid is not going to find bombs here. Did take a safety save just in case, but is not going to find anything of value here. Doesn't necessarily lose that much time since Baja Blood already also fought Zoid. There has been some considerable divergence in the last 10 or so minutes. Baja Blood went to Lava Lake and got Wave Beam, which led to bombs and training chamber access, while Gollop went to Fiery Shores and only got some extra missiles and Gravity Suit. Unfortunately, the Gravity Suit by itself isn't doing a whole lot of good. Lower Furnace has for us Spider Ball. Oh, now Flagra and Ghost are both in play. Okay. That does give us the ability to go check Farchozo, actually. Actually, can we do anything in Farchozo without Space Jump? Not particularly. I have no idea what's up there. But yeah, it looks like Baja Blood's not interested. Maybe was thinking about it for a second, but is electing to go back. But yeah, it seems like it's almost time to dive out of Chozo. Now, granted, we don't have Space Jump, but it seems like there's really no better time like the present to go fight Flagra, since it'll dump you out right at Lava Lake. And yep, Gollop is making the reset because Zoid did not have bombs. I'll take a look at the VOD in a second, chat. Actually, no better time like the present, seeing as we're not going to get new items for a hot minute. Baja, in the meantime, is going to take that Spider Ball to Upper Dynamo. And it's just missiles. Alright, I'm looking at the playback, and in slow-mo, there was a small aura. I can't tell if that was missiles or plasma beam. It wasn't Space Jump. But there was a distinct change in... there was a small glowing effect. I don't think... I'm more inclined to believe it was missiles, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it once we finally get the ability to actually go get that item. But yeah, with Grapple Beam, Lava Lake should be in logic without Space Jump. So, Gollop's going to be making their way to Lava Lake now. And Baja Blood is very interested in picking up that first energy tank, and I don't blame him. We still have not seen another energy tank up to this point. With Spider Ball, unfortunately Spider by itself doesn't do us any good. But we do have the ability to check Lower Ruin Shrine. Unfortunately, Baja Blood did not make the jump and doesn't have Space Jump either, so... is going to have to either bomb jump his way out, or deal with a bunch of beetles. And it looks like bomb jumping is the key here. Alright, Gollop about to get their bombs. Not their bombs, their wave beam, which will lead them to bombs and training chamber access. So, yep, off to back to Magmore we go. Ooh, Golub just took a lot of damage from both the Magmore and the... Ooh, absolutely cannot take a hit from those puffers. Yikes. And it looks like Baja did not get that energy tank in Main Plaza, so is going to go into Magmore tankless again. Man, both these runners really enjoying playing Daredevil today. Oh, Baja's going to go ahead and do reverse Flagra first. This isn't that bad. It's reverse Flagra, so it's free. You just have to make sure not to scan dash into the water too many times. Now, plant is the easy part. The hard part's going to be ghosts. Ooh, those critters almost caught Baja there. That was a little tighter than it needed to be. Luckily, there is a big fat energy refill here. So Baja Blood's going to be having a full energy going into this fight, but it's just not going to have space jump, so Reverse Plant shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, just got to do that. Unfortunately, we don't have major cutscene skips, so we do have to wait this out. In the meantime, though, Golub making their way to Training Chamber access to retrieve bombs. And that'll put them pretty much on pace with Baja Blood. Actually, does have to go back for Spider Ball still. But luckily that's just chilling in Lower Furnace. It'll be interesting to see if Golub goes back for Zoid, because if they do, that is actually going to cost quite a bit of time here. And yep, that's one of those falls we don't want to see. So yeah, too many of those, and we have something of a problem. We have to kind of trigger the fight vanilla, and that would not be a good time. And it looks like Baja Blood's just deciding, forget about it, I'll fight Flogger regularly. Ooh, Baja got whipped. Alright, looks like Golub is going back to check lower Dynamo. Is going to receive Flamethrower. Ooh, Baja Blood did get a refill from something. But it looks like Baja's got this in the bag. Gollop, meanwhile, continuing to scare the chat and not getting drops off of Shriek Bats again. And the artifact itself is on Flagra. Alright, Gollop very wisely taking another safety save here. And with the power of Lion King Syndrome, that's it. The Water and Chozo Ruins is all cleaned up. Okay, yeah, chat, keep that accounting of the logic in mind, because I think I'm going to have to call upon that later, because this seed has been kind of ridiculous so far. With just how one-way linear and back and forth it's been. I'm not sure if Baja Blood went down far enough. That's a yes. Whenever you see the smoke coming out of the plant top, that's the clue. Now, with super missiles, thankfully, this fight's not too bad, but just has to be careful due to no energy tanks. Looks like Baja's electing to do the charge beam strat. Kinda surprised, given that he's got super missiles. It'll be a question for the interview. But yeah, you can see that energy ball did deal, those energy balls are dealing a bit of damage. Not a whole lot, but it's still something you don't want to get hit by. Now, X-Ray Visor would be really nice for this fight, but unfortunately we don't currently have X-Ray Visor. We haven't found any Visor upgrades, and oh, Gollop is going back for Zoid. Now, did just safety save, so once they discover this is a Notroid, they will, they'll probably bust out of this. Ooh, red energy drop from a Ghost. Ghosts tend to drop, actually, high energy drops. Too bad the headshot mechanic isn't a thing in this game. That was only a thing for hunters. And technically corruption if you had X-Ray plus Nova. Oh, that is Boost Ball on Ghosts. Oh boy. Wow. Ooh, looks like Gollop has unfortunately decided to issue a DNF and will not be finishing after that Zoid kerfuffle. Yikes. All right, in the meantime, folks, well, we can still keep an accounting of how lousy this seed will be. Unfortunately, Gollop will not be joining us in the booth today, has declined an interview. Baja stopping for a minute to retroactively type something in race time real quick. Should be continuing momentarily. Alright, let's see what other crazy shenanigans this sea will give us. Will Baja Blood finally get that first energy tank? We'll definitely get that first power bomb in the half pipe. And with this equipment, we now have logical access to training tower chamber. Now, I don't think this can have space jump because I think the logic will does account for you not having because gravity suit was definitely in logic before earlier because of the in storage cave. So, given that it's in logic via storage cave, Baja triggered the fight again. And looks like we finally got our first energy tank in the half pipe. Took long enough. Looks like Baja's trying to do the standable terrain to get to tower chamber. For some reason, isn't electing to just use the spider ball thing. Ooh, just barely got up there. Nice. But yeah, I don't think this can be space jump because I think the logic would account for you having gravity suit in play before coming here. And for that reason, I don't think space jump can be here because with space jump, without space jump and with gravity suit, this check is actually taken out of logic. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just an energy tank. Still good, considering we've been tankless up until literally 5 minutes ago. And Baja triggers the fight a third time. And I think there's also a plated beetle in this party. Alright, with this in tow, with all this equipment in tow, Phendrana is definitely the next place to be. Boost Ball does give us a couple of extra things to do. With this equipment, actually, I don't know if we can go all the way to Workstation, but we can definitely try. I'm guessing by the fact that Baja just zipped right by here that he already got the item in Gallery Tunnel, which I think was more missiles. Yeah, we could check up our furnace now. Yeah, Baja's trying to avoid triggering the Hive Mecha fight because it is still here. Whoa, that was an interesting boost heat there. But yeah, with this equipment, Space Jump can basically be as far in Phendrana as Ruined Courtyard. Because we have Spider Ball, we have Bomb Jumps, we can get to the top that way and then just fall down to the other platform to enter the tunnel. So yeah, that's literally as far as it can be. I don't think... Oh, we have Crossway and Logic too, I think. Baja in the race time. If SJ is on Crossway, I'm going to scream. Could be Canyon. Yes, it could be Canyon. For the record, I did not gen this today. Because Because, yeah, for those not in the know, I genned the Echoes Weekly yesterday, and it was terrible. Oh, dear. A little bit of a lava bath, but luckily has those extra 2 energy tanks to back him up this time. Nothing a couple of bomb jumps can't handle getting over that pit. Alright, Baja is now going to be happening upon Gravity Suit in a second. You know something? We're really only looking for Thermal Visor, and I think that's enough to put some critical progression in cargo freight lift. Sorry, Baja, that is not Phazon Suit. Oh yeah, we can't get in there without ice. So, yeah, we're still... Again, this seed has been stupidly linear so far. Chad, if you have that logic chain, feel free to copy and to paste it again, because... yeah, this has been kinda stupid. I mean, and chat's right, it is pain to pain to pain to pain, but... Okay, so yeah, what have we got here? We've had Morph Ball and Hive Mecha, followed by Grapple and Landing Site, which led to Varia and Frigate Crash Site. So with Varia in tow, you had to go all the way to Lava Lake from Frigate Crash Site to go get Wave Beam, and then take that all the way back to Training Chamber access for bombs. And with bombs, you could take that all the way to... With bombs, you can go grab Spider Ball out of Furnace, Lower Furnace. And with Spider Ball and Supers in tow, you can go fight Flogra and Ghosts for Boost Ball, which we're not even sure is required yet. But we did just find X-Ray Visor here in Warrior Shrine. The visors are colored now, so we can tell which one's which. There's a second Power Bomb as well in Upper Fiery Shores, so now we can also get the artifact in Shore Tunnel. The statue formally says, "Your visor, dear bounty hunter." Do we have workstation access without space jump? With grapple beam, I think so. By the way, getting out of this NSJ is a pain in the backside, apparently. But Baja just made that... Oh, overshot. I was going to say Baja made that look real easy. Still second try, though. That's pretty solid. But yeah, it definitely feels like early Phendrana is the play here, because... we have a lot of access to stuff in Phendrana. We can check Lighthouse, we can check Chozo, we can check Chapel of the Elders. We can check Upper Ice Ruins East. We can look at Ice Ruins West, but we can't get it without Plasma Beam. Plasma Beam right here would actually be really nice because of those extra ice checks, but it looks like it is not. And Baja adding to his comment about SJ on Crossway saying, getting likelier. But there are still a few checks in here, so... If after all this, Space Jump is just chilling on Crossway, that's gonna be a pretty big oof. But yeah, we have Lighthouse in play. We've got Chapel, Ice Ruins East, Canyon, Courtyard. I think that's it. Oop, having a little bit of water issues. And what's encased in the ice here? Thermal. Interesting. No idea what that is in the lighthouse. Well, if it was shorelines, Baja's not going for it, so must not be in the lighthouse. Oh, and I just realized we can't check Chapel without Space Jump, so forget that idea. Alright, Ice Ruins East Ice is missiles. Ice Ruins East Upper. We're about to see. Is even more missiles. This is getting kind of stupid. Where is this? Where is our progression? Like, at this point, we are still looking for Space Jump, 2 beams, and Phazon Suit, and we're just about to hit the hour mark. Yeah, this is definitely one of the slower seeds we've had. Maybe that was more missiles in Lighthouse? I saw black stripes. Can SJ be in plasma processing and find the beams? I don't think so. Alright, and Canyon has something. An energy tank. Oop, almost got knocked off there. Oh, Baja just got frozen today. Who needs Boost Ball to get out? Baja doesn't. Is Thardus in play with this equipment? I don't think so. Unless we can get to Workstation NSJ, which I think we can, but it's not pleasant. Unfortunately, Baja got a little stuck here, but is just going to make his way out. If we have SJ in Courtyard again, I'm going to have to send this seed to Arrow Razor. He and I did a CGC where his Space Jump was in Courtyard. Thardus isn't in launch. Oh yeah, Thardus isn't in launching without Thermal, so we need Plasma Beam first. But yeah, this might have to be another, this might be another seed we have to send out in the Discord, folks. Oh, only appearance of some Icy Shriek Bats. Unfortunately, we need to wait for the icy traffic cone over there to be detectable so we can scan dash. There we go. Alright, we've arrived in the courtyard, so basically this is, again, the farthest along Space Jump can be. If this is Plasma Beam, it leads to Thermal. OMG. Because that does put Thardus in logic. But yeah, the logic does expect you to do these bomb jumps here. That allows you to jump up there. You can scan dash off of that, and then you can just drop down to the platform here. Careful. Ooh, nicely done. And Plasma in Ruin Courtyard. And Baja just nods his head. And Baja's, I think, just taking the hint there that, okay, Thermal's in logic, Thardus is in logic. Let's just do it. Yeah, yes, Wee Woo, you were right. Plasma was in Ruin Courtyard. Alright, so we can go check, we can also check Quarantine Monitor after this, so Space Jump can be in Quarantine Monitor too. Baja deciding to burn his Power Bomb on the first two rocks here. And Thardus very conveniently does take additional damage to Plasma Beam, so that will make life a little easier. While we're waiting out this Thardus fight, for those who have not seen yesterday's race, we talked about it briefly. We have some new updates in this version of the randomizer. We're on 4.2.1, and two major updates have been added to the game, with a third that's sort of in a beta. The first is that for cross-game multi-world, the other game's models will now appear in the player's game regardless of which one it is, save for translators and ammo tanks. But now item models are correct in both games, for one thing. The second is that Prime now has music randomizer. And also, we have room property randomizer as well. A sort of chaos setting. Lovely snipe there. And what do we get for getting tapped in the head? Space jump on Thardus! Ah, chat, welcome to the month of April. And you know what the best part is? This isn't even my seed. Randovania officially has it out for everybody. Is it too late to say Happy New Year? An ice spreader right behind. Okay, that's nice, but not exactly what we're looking for. Yeah, for the record, this was Gollop's seed. Not mine. And literally, Baja's response to that is ellipses. So yeah, to clarify how the logic was expecting you to behave in that one, chat. Even the dog has come by to listen to this. So how you're expected to do that is you're expected to use Spider Ball and bombs to go up courtyard. And then you go get Plasma in courtyard. Then turn around to go get Thermal in Shorelines. And when you get... And finally, we find main power bombs in Workstation. Which Baja's going to get just to get a 4-bomb refill. But yeah, with the ability to get up courtyard via bombs and Spider, you can then, with super missiles and thermal, go to fight Thardus and get your space jump. I thought bombs on Thardus was ridiculous, but space jump is even... This is one of the craziest space jumps I've ever seen. Alright, so it looks like Baja's next stop is going to be to Mines. So right now we're currently looking for Ice Beam and Phazon Suit. We've gotten 2 artifacts. The ones we're still missing are Hydra, Research Lab Hydra. We got Short Tunnel and another one already somewhere. Sun Chamber, so we got that one. Let's see, where were the other artifacts? We had a Gravity Chamber... Space Jump on... I don't think Space Jump can be on OP in these settings for a vanilla elevator seed. Unless you turned off the PCA door. Hydra Control Tower, Gravity Chamber, and yeah, there's one more hiding somewhere. It wasn't in Frigate. It wasn't in Life Grove. The Control Tower artifact is vanilla. Yes. So we have one vanilla artifact, that's it. Alright, so with all this gear in tow, Labs is actually not a bad idea. The only downside is we don't have Ice Beam, so if Research Core doesn't, if we don't see Ice Beam by Research Core, we have to turn all the way around, and runners don't typically want to do that. With Space Jump, we can also now finally see what's here in Ice Ruins West, and it is nothing! Also, hi, uncharacteristically large Shadow Ridley. I'm also just noticing it's playing the wrong Phendrana music right now. Plasma Beam, anytime now. Fire hot, ice cold. Fire melt ice. Alright, let's go finally see what's in this lighthouse. Okay, it must not be anything important, otherwise Baja would have gotten it ages ago. But with Plasma in tow, we can now check Chozo Ice Temple along with Chapel. Oh, I remember where the last artifact was, Security Cave. So yeah, Hydra, Control Tower, Gravity Chamber, and Security Cave. All the remaining artifacts are in Phendrana. And Ice Temple has more missiles. How are we looking on missiles? We gotta have like over 70 now, right? Yeah, 70. That's good, especially with Ice Spreader and Supers in tow, but I think a few more right in the way missiles wouldn't go amiss. And whatever was in Chapel was not Ice Beam. I think it was an energy tank, so Baja's going to skip it. 3 energy tanks for the moment is okay. I think runners typically would like 4 before going to final bosses. Now, granted, they're going to have 3 suits, so it's going to be basically feel like 8 energy tanks, but even still. So, looks like Baja's next stop is going to be Labs. There's a lot to check here. We know 2 of the checks before what's it's called are artifacts. So that leaves possible checks in Observatory, Aether, and Research Core. So there's 4 checks here. Good thing we found Plasma Beam, because otherwise those flying pirates would be a little rough. So yeah, Phazon Suit can be just about anywhere, but Ice Beam is thankfully pretty limited. Ice Beam basically can only be in... I think the farthest it can be is... It can be in Far Chozo, it could be Vanilla at this point. It can't be in Main Quarry because we don't have random elevators and we need Ice Beam to get to that elevator. It can be in Farfen... Actually, it can't be in Farfendrana. Farfendrana is basically ice-locked. Hey, come back here. So yeah, if we're lucky, Ice is just going to be chilling in Observatory or Research Core. If not, we're going to be busting out of here. Probably warping the start, even. And going back to Chozo. Because I'm trying to think what else is left at this point. It can't be Plasma Processing. And it can't be basically anywhere in Mines. So it does appear that Mines may have just been deleted from this seed, although, given the circumstances, you really don't need Mines. Seed is already glorious enough without it. Whoops. Definitely got hit on the way to the Observatory dash there. Alright, let's see what Observatory has for us. It is missiles. Chat brings up a good point. We did not see Magma Pool, nor could we because we didn't have the power bomb in Main Plaza at the time. Alright, now Baja is still going to try and skip this fight. And succeeds. One of the few tricks that still works in Trilogy. That should work. Timber. Alright, yeah, we knew this was an artifact, so that's going to be Baja Blood's 4th artifact, with number... Oh, careful! Almost accidentally triggered the control tower fight. Alright, next up is Research Lab Aether. So we have 2 items here, and then Research Core. Thanks, Edward. Bye, Edward. Alright, we got an energy tank, and we have missiles. Looks like Baja's gonna skip the energy tank. Oh, nope, he's gonna get the energy... Oh, yeah, he's gonna get a refill here because he is a little low on health than I think he'd like to be at this point. So yeah, the last 2 artifacts for Baja are both in Farfandrana, in Security Cave and Gravity Chamber, and yeah, we can't get to those right now. It's Ice Beam and Research Core. Lucky break for Baja Blood. And with that picked up, Baja's just going to say thank you and have a nice day. Alright, folks, an hour and 11 minutes in, and we have now just started the Phazon suit hunt. And Phazon suit could be literally anywhere. Except Phazon Mining Tunnel, obviously. No, we did not enable some kind of sneaky logic to enable that. Alright, we're gonna get the storage cave check here. Oops! Vertical rooms in Prime, folks. Yeah, chat brings up a good point. If Phazon is on OP, then we got an all-bosses seed. And at this point, again, it's Phazon suit, so it's just a matter of where is it? Um, we saw the bomb check in Ruined Shrine, so it's not behind beetles anymore. Alright, upper gravity chamber is a energy tank. So that means the artifact is down below, so we did need gravity suit. Actually, Frigate is in play. Yeah, Frigate's in play, Life Grove is in play, Farchozo is in play. You have a lot of options here, and they are all bad. Except maybe Farchozo. So that is Baja Blood's final artifact, and yep, now we're just looking for Phazon suit. And then we'll find a save station, we'll warp to Star, and we'll yeet ourselves into Artifact Temple. Alright, so that's it for Farfandrana. Yeah, it's a toss-up where Baja decides to go here. He might go to Workstation, he might go to PPC, he might go to Farchozo. Like, all the options are on the table right now. Because, yeah, we have now full cleared Fandrana. But we'll see if Baja decides to go for plasma processing. That is a pretty long single check, and there's no other items in between. We've seen everything else in Magmore. And yep, Baja's going to go to PPC and do mines. I think, honestly, given that mines hasn't even been looked at yet, this is the better play. Yeah, I know everybody in chat, a lot of folks in chat are looking for a vanilla Phazon suit, and it's not off the table yet, so... Luckily, with 5 E-tanks and 2 suits, mines isn't the worst check in the universe, or isn't the hardest area in the universe. Whoops! Well, no better time like the present to check PCA. Which is missiles. The nice thing about Phazon is, though it's an exponential energy drain, just stepping out of it for even a split second resets the DOT. And here it is, it was just chilling in PPC. That puts Baja in go mode, so not the worst Phazon suit hunt in the universe, but you still had to take a quick pit stop into mines. Honestly, I think that's the seed just telling you, okay, you've had enough, you can take your Phazon suit and go home. Unfortunately, that doesn't give us the all bosses seed, but I think given that we spent an hour looking for Space Jump, I think we can let it slide today. Ooh, nice yellow coloring on the ball interior. I know some folks have been modeling Because Randomania is also dev versions of Randomania are capable of doing Metroid Dread Randomizer, and I know some people have been trying to model in the light suit, or not the light suit specifically, but the light suit colors because they like it so much. Luckily, there's a save station right here, so easy warp to start. Well, this is going to be a good interview, at least. So it looks like Baja took a save first and then is starting the warp. Yeah, they added a sort of 3-second delay to warping to start, so that way it solves any instant crashing problems that usually occur when a fast load takes place. Or when a instant reload takes place. Yeah, I think we were having a problem in early versions of Prime 1 Randomania Prime 1 Rando, where if you warp to start right out of a file load, it would crash the game. So they added the 3 seconds to prevent that. But trivia aside, we are about to start final bosses. Yeah, the only major item we never found in this seed was Wave Buster. Also, hi, Ridley. Well, to be fair, chat, major items or beam combos are considered major items in Echo's Rando when the hints point to something. Not to mention Scan Visor being a movement system. Nope, looks like Baja got a bad invincible heart. But overall had an excellent Ridley fight other than that. Toodles, Ridley. Seen like 6 other games. All right, next stop is Metroid Prime. So yeah, chat again, just to recap the logic here that led us to this point. So we had launcher in Alcove, which is fine, and missiles in Alcove. Oop, Baja immediately getting grabbed by Jack and Jill. We had Morph Ball and Hive Mecha for Grapple Beam and Landing Site. The Grapple Beam gives you access to various Suit and Frigate Crash Site. You take that to Lava Lake, where you use grapple beam to go get your wave beam. You take that wave beam all the way back to Chozo to training chamber access to go get your bombs. Take those bombs, and you get super missiles relatively for free as well over the course of this. You take those bombs all the way back with you to Furnace to go get Spider Ball. And then you take Spider and Supers all the way to Sun Chamber and Ghosts to go pick up Boost Ball and an Artifact. And then you take your ball upgrades all the way to Phendrana, where you gotta go get Plasma in Courtyard, for Thermal in Shoreline, for Logical Thardus access, for Space Jump on Thardus. Almost immediately after which, you can go get Ice Beam in Research Core. So yeah, this is definitely one of the rougher odd weeklies I've seen. Alright, Baja missed the quick phase skip here, but got an ice spread shot anyway. And Metroid Prime is weak to Ice Beam. Alright, what do we get for Sub-Chamber 3? Yeah. We start with Plasma, that's not too bad. Alright, so yeah, still not too bad with the beam patterns so far. Yeah, one good hit there should, yeah, because Metroid Prime's health is only 200 per phase. Charged Plasma does 100, Charged Ice I know does at least 50. Plus the ice shenanigans. One more phase and that should be enough to start Sub-Chamber 4. Alright, Sub-Chamber 4, anything goes in here. Exo can do stuff like that, change beams at will, like that. Oh, what is this Exo? What is this Sub-Chamber 4? Yowza. That was lousy. Exo making sure the seed gives one final insult. And there it goes again. And unfortunately, Wave Phase is the worst one, because A, we don't have Wave Buster to speed this up a little bit, and B, we do not have, and B, Wave does the least amount of, or is not particularly strong. I think Charge Wave does the same amount as Charge Power. Just has better homing. But with Power, at least you can use Super Missiles. And that is gonna do it for Exo. right in time for Baja to use the last missile. And I didn't check his power bomb count, so I don't know how that's coming along. Alright, just grabbing a quick energy refill, but yeah, 5 E-tanks, this shouldn't be too bad. This should be a pool. I'm trying to get better at memorizing Prime's first couple of patterns. But yeah, let's see how this goes. Luckily, we have both visors. That position is slightly questionable for Essence. Preferably, we'd like her to lurch a little to the right here. And not do that. Told you it was questionable. But yeah, unfortunately, Baja just got pool skipped. Essence is too close to EXO right now, so she just visor shifted and didn't lay another pool. The pattern is set. It's a set pattern, but unfortunately, it gets disrupted if Essence is in the way. And right now, EXO is still in the way. I do not agree with that pool position, but I'm not complaining about it either. Alright, Baja's going to do attack cancels here in order to move the cycle along and hopefully trigger the next pool quicker. Like so. Plenty of power bombs still in tow. And we're going to see Baja do pool cancels here in order to prolong the duration of this pool. Except appears to have lost the pool. Yeah, it's just deciding to burn the remaining amount on that pool. Alright, the next pool is laid down. That should be the last... Was it? I thought it sounded like there's the sound. Alright, Fission Metroids are down. One full salvo of Phazon later, and that is GG for Baja Blood, who will finish with a time of 1:31:20 after what was the worst hunt for Space Jump I have ever seen in a Prime Weekly. We will try and see if we can have him join us for an interview.
Well, hello.
GG, Baja Blood. If it's any consolation, I didn't make this time.
I mean, somehow at the end of all this, it turned out to be somewhat Jet Seed.
Well, after Space Jump, yes, but... Yeah, you got pretty lucky with Phazon Suit just chilling in PPC right after Ice Beam and Research Core, no less.
Yeah, I was very nervous that it was going to be like Vanilla Ice Beam or something, and I was going to have to turn around, because that seemed like just the sort of thing this seed was doing.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Final Bosses sure gave you that Sub-Chamber 4. EXO was giving you quite a lot of trouble.
Yeah, not my best Final Bosses. And then the pool skip. And like I could not keep track of where the pool was under me for that second X-ray phase.
Yeah, so the logic, we wrote it all down what the logic was. It was bombs in Hive Mecha, not bombs, Morph Ball and Hive Mecha to... Nope.
Is it grapple behind the ship to...
yeah, here
Varia.
We go.
Yeah.
Varia, yeah, grapple behind the ship. You need grapple for Varia and Frigate Crash Site, and Wave Beam and Lava Lake. Then you go get bombs and Training Chamber access, Spider and Lower Furnace, and then you use bombs, supers, and Spider to take on Flogra for boost and Artifact on Ghosts.
Yeah, the other way around. I think the Ghost had the boost ball. Yeah,
Ghost had boost, but and then you have to take NSJ, all your equipment, NSJ to Courtyard, the farthest place where progression can be NSJ and Fendrana, to get Plasma, to go get Thermal to fight Thardus.
Yep. And like, I don't even know if climbing to Thardus's room is in beginner. Probably it is. That's
It
Scandash
is.
isn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we think that's the logic they were expecting you to do, because the jump after getting to the top of Rune Courtyard with the Scandash is fine in SJ.
Yeah. Because otherwise it would have wanted you to go all the way through Magmore and SJ.
I don't think in Logic you can get to Workstation NSJ yet. Not 100% sure on that front, but yeah, that was one of the worst space jumps I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was pretty atrocious. I have never seen it there in a solo seed.
Yeah, the back and forth in general was just ridiculous. And
Yeah,
the
it
funny
was
thing
like,
is,
oh, good.
despite all that, Mines was still basically deleted from the seed.
Yeah, it was like, how could so much stuff have been stuffed into Chozo and yet the early game be that bad? The training chamber access bombs were just horrible. Like, because when I got that Varia, I'm like, oh no, this is awful. Because at that point I have Lava Lake, I have going through the other elevator to Storage Cavern, or I have going back to where I was in like Watery Hall. And those three checks are like as far as possible away from each other, and like any of them could have been bombs.
Yeah, the only major upgrade we never saw was Wave Buster. We're about to see where it is in your credits.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it was chilling in mine somewhere.
Space Jump Boots Quarantine Cave.
Lovely.
Welcome to April, folks.
I don't know. I must have been a terrible person in my past life because I have been getting punished this weekend.
Oh wow, Wave Buster was all the way in MQB.
MQB, wow.
Yeah, this has been a rough weekend for the Prime Weeklies. Who knows? Maybe next week will be a little better.
Yeah, one could certainly hope so, but probably not, honestly.
Ay. Well, that's all I have to say. Anything else you want to talk about before we close out?
No, nothing in particular, but yeah, thanks for commentating today. Thanks, Op, for tracking. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. And sorry to Gallop for the troubles.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate. Basically, they did a take two for Zoid trying to get the item behind, and went to Zoid without bombs at first, and then went back to Zoid with bombs, got the Notroid, and then called it there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, folks, again, thanks to Op82 for being an amazing tracker as always. Make sure everybody knows who has what. Shoutouts to our runners, Gollop and Baja Blood. Give both of them a follow, as they are amazing Prime, in Gollop's case, especially Echo's rando players. And yeah, thank you folks for watching. We will be back on Saturday with the Echoes Weekly, which will be similar to today's settings here. So, vanilla start and all. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next mission, folks. Take care.
Bye now.